Hi everybody, good morning. It is 5 a.m. and we're on our way to Dallas to get our mission trip started. Say hi, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
She's so nice. I'm probably not going to record too much during this because I just want to enjoy it, but I said that I would show a little bit of our trip, so this is the intro for that. I hope it's a fun time. Oh no.
I was behind the co-pilot.
Oh no.
Behind the co-pilot, I could see all the gauges and everything, and then...
Don't move. Don't lean over towards the window too much. We made it to Dallas. Woohoo! This is as close as I'll be to it. We are leaving America. We are boarding our flight to Bogota now, and we will hopefully be back in 2 weeks.
Hopefully.
We will hopefully be back. Say hi, Dale.
Hi, Dale.
That's what I did too.
We're funny.
So, yeah, next time we'll be in a different country. Here we go. Oh my gosh, hi everybody. We made it to Bogota, Colombia, and great news. Great news. The flight was pretty long. It was from 6 to 11-ish. But our flight in the prop plane, which we were supposed to have to do next, got delayed by 5 hours, which is great because I need sleep so bad. I got maybe like 3 hours of sleep last night, and it's been almost 24 hours since then. So yeah, and so we checked into a hotel, which is really cute, by the way. So I'm going to shower and relax in this cute little bed, and then we need to be down to breakfast at 7 a.m. and then get to the airport again and do all that fun stuff. But it's been a long day of travel, but a fun day with my friends, and it's gonna be good. So we'll check your flight leaves, and Casey is getting a haircut. Yep. Good for him. We made it. Don't know if that's how that works, but whatever you say. Well, there's a hotel. guys. I realized I haven't like filmed a clip of me talking in a while. It's all been clips of stuff that we were doing. So things are going pretty well. It's Friday, which means our first like work week is done, but we actually only have like 2.5 days left on the site. So I think you'll have seen in like the pictures and a little bit of video I took, like things that we were doing. We put in most of the walls except for like one side so far, and then they were filling in the like planks on the bottom of cement so that we can have the support columns ready for building upwards. And then we also did some food distribution preparations. We were filling bags full of food because we're going to be handing those out after church on Sunday, which is going to be really fun. That's what I'm most excited about doing. But the last 2 days especially have been so hot. Like, it just drains you. Like, I've been getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, and I'm still so tired by like 2 o'clock. And today a bunch of us just sat around because the cement work was too hard for us to do. So we just sat there and waited for it to be time to go back to our hotel so we could shower because it was painful. But anyway, it's all still so great, and the kids are so adorable. When we see them around, they just come up and hug you, and they want to practice their English, and they're like, they'll just be like, how are you? And you know, like, it's so cute, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. But you know that's how we sound when we try to be like, ¿Cómo estás? Because we're so hesitant to talk to, like, only a couple people on our team speak a little bit of Spanish. But it's been so great. So yeah, we're waiting to go out to eat. That's usually how it goes. It's like we work, we come home, shower, rest for a little bit, and then they take us to eat somewhere at a local place. But yeah, tomorrow we'll only work a half day, and then there's some missionaries coming in from Bogota who are like full-time missionaries here, and we're going to go door to door with them and hand out tickets for the bags of food. And then Sunday after church, the people with the tickets can come and exchange that for a bag of food. And you'll see in, you know, some of the video clips I'd shown just how much food there was, and that was also pretty exhausting because the church only has a couple of like ceiling fans, and it was even hotter in there than it was outside. But I'm just a weak, doughy fleshed girl from Fargo, North Dakota, so I am not made to withstand this kind of temperatures. But it's been really, really great, and I can't wait for what else we're gonna do. So, talk to you again soon.
Para desviar ou para...
Hey guys, random hotel room update here. So today is Monday, the 16th of March, and a lot of things have happened lately. First, I'm home from the work site today because this morning I had a horrible migraine come on. It's mostly gone now, but my stomach gets really like woozy after that, and so I was taking a nap. Excuse me. A lot of stuff has gone on in the States, as I'm sure you guys already know. Stuff's going on around the world, actually. And most of the flights going from Colombia to America have been canceled or minimized. Specifically, American Airlines, who we flew with to get here, they have canceled all of their international flights currently. So we need to get on with United, which United has flights going, but we're worried that things could change if we wait as long as we were originally going to wait, because we were originally going to fly from Quibdó to Bogota on Wednesday afternoon, and then we would spend all day Thursday in Bogota and fly out on a red eye at midnight back to Dallas, and then at 8 a.m. get on a flight back to Fargo and be back to Fargo by about noon. Now, we won't be able to fly to Dallas like we wanted to. So, and a lot of the flights are filling up. So our missionary is going to probably have to split us up into groups of 2 or 3 because there are flights going, but they don't have a lot of seats open on them. So instead of all 8 of us being able to fly together, they'll only be 2s or 3s of us. And he's going to start trying to get us out of country tomorrow because we don't want to wait to make that flight and then get stuck here longer. So maybe leaving tomorrow, maybe leaving Wednesday, maybe staying here much longer than we thought we would be. So there'll be a solution to this by the time you've even seen this video, but currently right now I'm having kind of a rough day. I didn't get a help at the work site really at all, so I'm really bummed about that. I'm really tired, pretty cranky, but my team is amazing. Our friends back home, they held an hour-long prayer for us wherever they were at. Everybody was praying for us. So and obviously I'm not with my team, so I don't know if there have been any changes yet, but I'll hear from them when they get back in a couple hours. I've just been reading and being kind of miserable, trying to get some sleep, but that's the thing. There's no peace and quiet here. There's always music and horns beeping and loudness, and so it's really hard to do my normal thing that I do when I have a migraine, which is get in a dark, quiet room and turn out the world. But it's going to be good. I will, of course, you'll already know what happened, but currently I don't know. So I'll talk to you again soon. Hey everyone. So just wanted to wrap up this vlog for you guys here. Sorry the clips kind of like dropped off. The last day of travel was really intense and it was hard to, find the time to record a clip that didn't involve running through the airport. But obviously, we made it home safely a few days ago. It was such a stressful day, but it was so good. And it doesn't take away from how wonderful that trip was. As you can see, I hope you have seen, it was so beautiful and special. And I'm so proud that I was brave enough to go. I never would have went on a missions trip previously or even really traveled outside the country. I'm not someone who likes leaving my bubble. Like I'm not, and it's not that I'm an introvert. I'm just very aware of how blessed I am in America. I think we have it pretty good. And I don't even mean in like the political sense. I just mean I have a good life. But getting to see how other people live and getting to spend some time with them and love them and not even be able to understand how you speak, but to understand each other's hearts and to praise Jesus with these people in a language I don't understand was one of the greatest privileges of my life, and I'm going to be remembering it forever. Spending time with my friends, making new friends, learning from people, hearing about their experiences, it was worth it. But travel-wise, I think my last clip I shared with you, we had to kind of leave early because they were starting to close airports. They already had closed American Airline. So we flew into Bogota. We spent the day in Bogota. We went shopping. We had great food. We went to Crepes and Waffles, which is an amazing place in Colombia. It's kind of a chain restaurant that was started there. Then we had to be at the airport at 3 a.m. in Bogota. We were in line for a very long time to get our boarding passes. It was very stressful, but then actually security at almost every airport went very smoothly. We got through that there. We made it to Panama without incident. We made it, then we had a small layover there, and then we made it to Miami. And then at Miami, we had kind of a quick turnover, and we made it to Chicago. And Chicago, we only had 20 minutes to make it to our gate, which was 3/4 of a mile away. I know that because one of my friends' Fitbit told them how far we ran. Because there was people on our flight landing in Chicago who needed to make it to the Swiss Airlines because Europe was closing down. They weren't going to be taking any more flights, so it was their last chance to get home. That was something scary. We saw at a few airports was people who needed to go to Europe that they just can't. Like, they're literally stranded here, and that was very scary to see. But we made it. One of our friends ran very far ahead of us and made it to the Chicago gate and got them to wait for us because we were running, and I had a panic attack, not from being late, but just like it's still hard on my heart. Like I've gotten a lot healthier, but it was still really hard on my heart to run that far. So my friend Brian, thank you Brian, he prayed for me, and he has a very calming voice, so I really just asked him to pray for me so I could hear his voice, because then I just like breathed, and we were all sweating so bad. It was so gross. We're stuffed on that tiny plane back to Fargo. And then when we got to Fargo, that was really hard, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to cry thinking about it now. So this day was my birthday that we were traveling. And it was the most stressful birthday I've ever had. And then when we got to Fargo, a bunch of our friends, our pastors, they were all waiting for us. And they had a big banner that said, "Welcome home." But we couldn't touch them, and we couldn't hug them or thank them. And so it was really hard for me. It was really hard for me, guys, because I've told you this, like, physical touch is how I show love. Quality time is how I feel loved. And to see people who are very important to me, the fact that they came out there at 10:30 at night, and they had gift bags for us, and they brought the church van, which we had to drive back ourselves because they couldn't drive us. Like, we couldn't do that. And so to see them all, I felt so loved and so sad at the same time. It was so hard because I just wanted to hug them and kiss them and be grateful to them and have, you know, that moment that you get when you return home, and we couldn't do it. But they all sang happy birthday to me, and my friends who I was with, I can obviously hug them, so that was great. But it was really hard, guys. And then to know that I was going home to my house alone when a lot of them have either spouses or roommates or people they were going home to, it was very hard to do. And here we sit now, and we don't know what's coming next or what's going to happen, but it's going to be okay, and I'm doing fine. I'm just sad remembering it because it was really hard, and that it was my birthday, and that was tough. But anyway, it's done now, and we're living through this, and everyone's living through it, and it's going to be okay. And I can still go visit my friends who are also in Colombia with me. We're going to hang out and be there for each other, and it's going to be good. And by following this, we are helping other people. I have friends who have babies. I have friends who have loved ones who are immunocompromised. And so it's very important that we follow this advice and protect those who can't. It's like getting a vaccine. You don't always get a vaccine for yourself. You get a vaccine so you can help protect others. And we don't have a vaccine for this yet. So that means we protect others by staying away from them for now. And that's hard, man. I'm feeling it. But anyway, for those of you who are my book channel watchers, will have plenty of content still coming for you. I hope you enjoyed this look at my trip. Thank you to my friends who were with me and love me, and everyone who sent messages and is helping me remember that I'm not in this by myself. So I love you all, and I'll see you next time.